shit box here. Clear.
Well, that was a quick, that was one of the more tame audios we've had.
Yeah.
Which I think is good. You know, we need to tone it back. We need to become more PG
Mix it up.
about things, you know?
Do we?
No. Okay. But it's funny to me, we're like, you know, I actually met a lot of glass holes this weekend.
Did you?
Yeah, a lot of.
In Northern California?
Northern California. It was amazing. And like 10 came up to me.
Wow.
Where I was just walking, I heard glass holes, stuff like that. And that's pretty cool. But the funniest thing, I don't know if you guys get it, but like parents will come up to me like, yeah, me and my son or daughter love your show. And the kid's like 7 or 8.
And they listen
I'm
to
like,
it together?
I don't know if you should listen to this show if you're that young. But maybe certain parts, or maybe the bleeped out version on iTunes.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know if there's a bleeped out version on iTunes. The iTunes version is
YouTube.
all natural.
Okay, YouTube then.
And really, YouTube, it's just the F-bomb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only the
But
F-bomb?
you know what?
I've heard
8 years old, listen.
You're going to hear it.
You're going to hear it. You're going to learn
might
it.
as well learn it.
If you don't, I know 3-year-olds that know more cuss words than, I do. So.
Yeah. If you're a parent and you don't think your kid curses, then you're an idiot.
You don't know.
As soon as you close the door, they're cussing away.
And using it
Just how it
correctly. You know, they're using it correctly a lot of times.
I don't know about that. I feel like kids I feel like when I was that age, I'm sure when we were, but when I was that age, I think I just used it just to use them, like in weird places.
Most kids, though, copy parents. They use it. So, like, the little kids I know that I've used, like, damn it or shit. It's like when they mess up or something happens, they're like, shit.
Yeah. Because they're mimicking what their parents say.
Yeah.
So they're using it correctly. It's not like saying, I want some food shit later to eat with dinner, damn.
Dinner damn.
Although that would be funny if they're just like throwing them in.
They're just throwing them in, just to throw them in.
Yeah.
That they don't belong in the sentence, but they'll learn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But if they don't hear it at home, they're going to hear it from the other kids in
probably
school.
better.
Like to hear it at home.
Well, just to, like, hear it early so it's not, like, a thing when they get older and they want to use it and they just are throwing F-bombs and shits and damns everywhere. They're like, oh, I mean, it's just another word.
But it is just another word.
I want, when I have kids at some point in my life, for them to be the ones that tell the other kids how to cuss.
Yeah.
That is my goal in life.
I don't understand why cuss words are bad words.
I don't either.
They're just words.
They're made up sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Don't let words hurt you.
Only sticks and
Sticks
stones.
and stones.
May break my bones, but words can hurt.
Hey, how was the carousel?
I never say words will never hurt you.
Oh, I had a good
change
transition.
subjects.
I had a good transition.
Go.
What?
Speaking of words, Kyle Busch came up and had some words with you after the race.
Oh, true.
It was
pissed.
an interesting race in Sonoma.
Yeah.
What happened out there?
Yeah, me and
Transition.
Kyle, we got into it.
Battled.
I feel like we're really at each other's throats. So that's my hype up media
Hey, homie.
stuff.
So he
But
called
no,
you a homie.
He called me a homie.
Do you think it was 'cause he
a
was in
good homie,
California?
though. I think so. Well,
That's like a vibe.
Yeah, he punted me into 4, and he didn't mean to do it. And we were at the bullpen afterwards, and he was like, "Hey, homie," or "Sorry, homie," or something like that. We talked about it and laughed about it. It was fine. And it was funny. Pockers got a video of it. He said, "Homie." I thought that was pretty funny.
Not many people are probably in the Kyle Busch homie category, so you should maybe be proud of that.
Yeah, I'm in that category. I'm only in that category when he punts me.
Right,
So that's a cool category to be in.
I think that's nice, like for him to own. He even owned up to it on the radio.
Yeah.
I think right after he said,
That's
"Tell the 11,
rare.
tell the 12."
That's not often that he owns up to.
Yeah. No, I know he didn't mean to do it. It was 4 was weird, because it's a new part of the course that leads into the carousel. So before, that straightaway was way longer, and so like it was easy to kind of get screwed up, especially when you're racing people and you're right on the bumper, and you think you're in this certain part of the racetrack where you go way down into another heavy braking zone, but you really don't even get wide open where we were at now. So I think he just kind of lost track of where he was.
Yeah.
So it was easy to do. It was very easy to do. But I liked the carousel. How was the race watching it?
There was less attrition than I thought there would be. Usually a lot of guys fall off course or spin out and just.
I saw a couple people spin.
Yes, people spun, but
cautions.
No, there were no cautions besides the stage race, which is fine.
Yeah.
I just was surprised that there weren't more dust ups.
I don't know. I think there were dust ups. There was stuff that was happening. I mean, clearly, you and Kyle got there was stuff that, but I just my non-driving hat, just watching the race and just watching everything throughout the weekend. It seemed like because of the change, everybody was a little bit more focused and trying to like you're paying attention to your corners a little bit more, knowing the track and knowing the layout. So that might have played into just a little bit more. Like you're not going to try something as much when you don't know exactly what's going to happen. So like you're not going to send it.
True.
Oh, so
Especially
you thought we just rode around there.
Not rode around. No. Not. All right. Would you say in F1 they just ride around?
No.
They're battling the course.
Yeah.
They're not battling each other. I think it was more battling newer conditions on the track.
Yeah.
I mean, you still had your old spots where you could, folks were trying stuff there in 11.
Yeah. I mean, it was just one of those races to where they didn't have any cautions. I mean, people got together, got spun, but every time someone spins on a road course, you don't have to throw a yellow.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should be too. I mean, I hate when someone barely scrapes the wall in an oval and they throw a caution right away.
They've gotten a little better about doing that as often.
I think that's good. Legitimate cautions is really what you want. At road courses, people spin all the time.
Yeah.
Or go off track and there's a little dust here and there, but you don't need to throw a yellow.
I don't feel like I really saw any like photos or video of people catching air. Usually it's Sonoma. They're like big air catches by cars that you see like the still photos and you're like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, that was that old turn 4. Yeah. That was you would always jump the hell out of that curb, and now with the new turn 4, you don't really have to use it as much. Dang. The other one you had to use it, and that was actually good because you tear up a lot of stuff on your car.
Well, and that's where you saw a lot of like on restarts and stuff at Sonoma, you'd see a lot of accidents there.
Yeah.
I remember a couple years ago, Danica wrecked down there pretty big. I mean, so you switch that up, you lose that section where you've got some.
True.
It was different. I liked the carousel though. I thought it was unique.
It looks cool. Like to me, it just like when you come up over that rise and then you go back, like those are cool shots to me. The shots through the carousel,
especially where you can see the elevation changes.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how much of an elevation change it was until I saw where did I see it? I saw a photo or a video. Someone was like on the other side of the carousel, like by the S's, and they were showing how far downhill we go. You can't feel that in the car. You just think it's a corner. Yeah. You crest the hill. So like when you crest going into the carousel, you can't see anything. And I know a couple people went on pace car rides and they're like, whoa, you really can't see a damn thing.
Totally blind corner.
Going over this hill. And you can't. And then you are going way downhill. I think it's like a 50 or 60 foot drop like the whole way to get to the drag strip. It's a neat corner. It's cool. It adds another little elevation thing in it. But yeah, thought it was good. A lot of people were there, as always.
Yeah.
That place always does really well.
Did you do any wine tasting or anything?
Tasted zero wine.
Zero wine.
Zero amount of wine went into my system.
Getting all the vodka.
I was just about to say that. Yeah. Purging all the vodka out of your blood.
I'm a rare wine drinker.
Like rare wines or
no,
just
like
I
will drink wine
rarely
on a rare occasion.
You're not having a Chateau Le Beau 57 nice chilled glass. I don't know. No. I'm not a wine guy.
Yeah.
I like wine, but it's not my go-to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I could. The hotel I was staying at was like a wine hotel, and I was way out of place. I could tell. I come back there after practice or qualifying every day.
Like, oh, you want a free sample?
Yeah, and they're like super nicely dressed, like sitting outside. Everyone was sitting outside sipping wine. I'm like,
you know what we noticed? Because I went out there, but more for fun. They really don't have good bourbon selections at places out in in California. I don't know if California in general, but like the northern region. And you forget you're in the South. Like a bourbon is much more a Southern thing.
Do you go to Kentucky and expect fine wine?
True, but like,
or do you go to expect?
They just do a lot. They do a lot more of the white liquors there than they do the brown stuff. Like there was just the selection wise, they didn't have the normal selection like you would get when you're at a bar here.
I feel like Northern California, right?
Oh, okay.
Very classy.
Yeah.
People think it's very classy. It is.
And brown liquor is not.
Brown liquor is not very classy. I feel like those people don't think it's classy. Honestly, out of all the categories of alcoholic beverages,
the darker
I'd
the
say
better.
brown is like, probably in the lower class. But I mean, it's still great. I'm just saying as far as people like scholars who grade this stuff. I don't know. I just feel like they're like, oh, brown liquor. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, Evan Green, that's brown liquor that I would put, like.
But bourbon has a sophistication to it.
It does. I think a different kind of sophistication. Not like a Northern California kind of sophistication.
I mean, when I think Northern California, I don't think single malt Scotch.
No, it was just like we were looking at the bourbon selection at more than one bar we were at, and we were like, that's all you have?
Makers.
It's like, that's your selection?
Yeah. Maker's Marker.
I don't know.
Cranberry vodka.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever been to there's this cool little like hole in the wall bar that doesn't allow cell phones? It was called Ernie's Tin Bar.
Where is it?
It's not too far from the racetrack. I stopped by there after practice because because I drove by it on my way to the hotel after I landed, and I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. And it was packed, and it was a cool little place. Next time you're out there,
they don't allow cell phones.
You have to go outside.
How do they? How do they manage? How do they manage that?
Well, apparently, so I was hearing stories. I saw a couple people on cell phones, but it used to be a lot more strict than what it is now. Like if you had your cell phone out,
you get reprimanded.
Before, like they'd say leave.
Oh,
and now it's like you have to buy the whole bar around. Oh, but I saw a couple people out with their cell phones, but they didn't do anything. So like they weren't like.
I like to buy people around if you have it out. That's a good rule.
Yeah,
they should have that, or like lockers that you have to put your phone in at the beginning of the.
But I mean,
entrance.
Or just be an adult about it,
Yeah, hide it.
Yeah. Well, you ain't gotta.
Some people can't. Some people are addicted to their phones, and they just cannot.
Yeah, if you have to take a phone call, go outside. I mean,
when they've started doing that, the new screen time thing, like each week it'll show you how much time how much time you spent on your phone. Is like it seems
the Apple.
a lot.
I don't trust.
I haven't seen it
because did you see the article that came out? It was probably a month or two ago. How there were all these screen time measurement apps that were having a really hard time getting into the Apple App Store.
Yeah.
Like they were basically making it impossible for all these apps that regulate your screen time because they don't want you to be regulating your screen time. So it makes me think that your Apple screen time that's giving you is fudging a little bit and telling you you're not on as long as you actually are.
See, I look at it and I think it's extremely high. Like that's a lot of time to be on.
Well, think if it's lying and then you're on more than it's actually telling you.
Oh God, I have a problem. I look at my phone too much.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can somebody hand me a phone? I need to see what's going on in the world.
Need a phone charger.
I need to check some Twitter. I need to check Facebook. I need to check all the things. Did I get an email?
All those social media have gotten overwhelming though. I can't scroll Twitter or Instagram like I used to be able to. It just is.
I feel like they've made it like Twitter's weird now to where it's like doesn't show stuff in like time order.
You have to choose.
Oh, really?
But then it reverts back. Like you can choose latest tweets, meaning like chronological order.
Yeah.
But if you aren't on Twitter for like a certain amount of time, it reverts back to like top tweets. So you have to go back and choose.
Okay. Well, I don't like that. So I just like.
And then Instagram is not chronological at all. So like I'll scroll and I'll see things. I'll be like, oh, and I'll be about to like it and I'll see it's like from 4 days ago. And I'm like, what the
What's weird about liking something from 4 days ago?
Nothing, but it's like, I don't know. It's
like isn't that weird though? Like if you like something, like what is the time limit of time?
Especially now, way that
knowing
Instagram
that it's not in chronological order,
Yeah.
But still, it's annoying.
It's like if I didn't like it when you first posted it, did I really like it?
But did you see it when they first posted it?
No.
Well, if they put it in chronological order, I would have.
You would have saw it. Yeah.
I'd be much more apt to scroll through an Instagram timeline if it was back to chronological order like it used to be.
I actually like it because I find myself not being on it as much because I
that's what I'm saying.
Enjoy
like
it. So I'm just like,
it helps. So I don't sit there and scroll Twitter and Instagram really anymore because it's overwhelming and it's a lot of times not in chronological order. And so thank you for making your apps have a shitty algorithm.
Don't say that. Your Twitter will be shut down.
Probably. Our phones are listening.
Everyone's listening, dude. It's like Alexa. So I don't like Alexa.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Alexa in your house?
I do.
Sellouts, man. Sellouts, man.
I like it.
Really sellouts, man.
Says the guy wearing the Wrangler hat.
Right.
How is that a sellout?
It's a sponsor.
No, it's not.
They're not on your car?
No.
Ever?
Never, ever.
Lies.
I just like the hat, okay?
Hey, I'm just giving you shit.
Ranch.
How is that for?
I don't know.
I guess you could say sellout.
Alexa's great for...
I just like it.
Honestly, I don't think... Sorry.
You're
Alexa,
good.
go Alexa.
No, go.
Oh, I don't... We're making people's Alexas go crazy right now.
Alexa.
The whole like sellout thing, that's bullshit. Like I don't agree with saying anyone's a sellout at all because...
No, I don't either. I was just making a joke about being a hippie.
Yeah. But like with bands, it's like, man, I don't want to sign that label because I'm going to be a sellout. It's like, why'd you start playing music?
To sell out.
To sell out.
Yeah, sell out and make money.
Yeah.
I don't want to make any money.
Yeah.
No, I'm just going to start playing these smoky barroom gigs.
I do think there's a line if you're compromising your integrity in some way, but that's not necessarily like a sellout.
And they want you to change genres of music.
Yeah.
But I don't like, back to Alexa.
Yeah.
I don't like Alexa. I'm sorry. She's listening to everything you say.
For the music aspect, because I'll say Alexa shuffle whatever band. I like it for the clock because sometimes I'm in a room that doesn't have a clock, so I'll be like, Alexa, what time is it? Or like a temperature. Alexa, what's the temperature outside? But that's all or I set an alarm clock.
Yeah.
Like Alexa is my alarm clock.
Alexa is my white noise machine. Alexa is my
Your girlfriend?
Is
this like a her situation?
Yeah. Alexa lays next to me in bed and plays me the BBC radio at night.
Alexa, tell me
talks to me in British accents.
Ooh, I wonder if she would if you asked her to tell a bedtime story, what she would say.
She tells them.
I think that would be weird, having a robot telling you a bedtime story.
I mean,
Is
that's
it
where
like
we're
a
heading.
Sexy bedtime story.
Read me an erotic novel, Alexa. How do you look? What are you wearing right now, Alexa?
Will she read books on tape?
I think so.
I'm sure she will. If not, we should come up with that app.
There are apps like audible.com, like that she can connect to, which are basically books.
Yeah.
You have to have like subscriptions. She's not doing that. She's not doing that for free.
For free.
Well,
she's
a working.
The order, the fact that you can order from your Amazon on it is kind of cool.
That's
I don't
dangerous.
Do that. I don't do it. I'm just saying.
I was actually got really mixed up there. That's exactly what I was talking to somebody about. The downside of Alexa, you could be drunk one night, BSing with somebody, and Alexa comes up. You're like, Alexa, order me 5,000 pallets of Swiss cheese.
Do you have
Somebody
to
just got
verify
5,000 pounds of Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Well,
so, I don't know.
Say something very obscure. Say, Alexa, order whatever. So
Alexa, order me 150 blow-up dolls from adamandeve.com.
Good luck.
Good luck. I mean, that might.
Good luck.
Alexa, buy me 500 cases of pickled herring.
Yeah. I don't even know what that is, but I don't like pickles.
And I don't like herring.
It's a fish.
And herring is a fish. But that's how locker room talk gets out there.
Yeah. Well, okay. What's the difference?
You're home with your buddies.
What's the difference? If this is listening
the phone
right
is
now,
listening.
the phone is listening right now.
The phone's listening all
Yes.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I know they say it's not, but it is.
That's why when you have a
Everything's
conversation
listening,
with your friends and then all of a sudden you haven't typed anything in your search engines and all of a sudden you're seeing ads for the things you have talked about with your friends. It happens all the time to
I haven't
me.
seen that. I get ads on like Instagram of stuff I've like safaried on my phone.
I've had it where stuff that conversations.
Yeah, and that could just be coincidence, but devil's advocate, it could just be coincidence. It might not be that the whole world is listening and then, that we're living
not the
in
whole world.
Soviet Russia.
It's just
Oh yeah, did you feel like
I'm trying to?
Easy.
Hey, well,
Ryan has
you're
a new-
defensive now.
Easy.
Ryan has a new appreciation for
Easy.
Mother Russia.
I'm not allowed to talk about it. Actually.
Oh,
They told me when
did
I
you
came
sign a
back.
waiver?
Yeah.
Did you get your passport back? Did they just confiscate it?
No, they didn't. I'm back. I'm
Okay,
here.
you're
I'm
here.
not a clone.
I'm just saying.
Wait, are you?
Are you a Russian
We don't know.
spy now?
He's not going to
I
tell
might.
us. Man,
Might be a spy.
Okay.
You never know. I might have
Who
been a
won the
spy all along.
1988 World Series?
I don't know.
not gonna know that
question.
anyway.
Yeah, off the top of my head. I don't
What
know.
was your favorite part of the trip?
Honestly, like Russia was beautiful. I enjoyed every minute of it. So the
Propaganda
city,
they've told you?
No,
that?
I'm legit. I'm being truthful. Like the city we stayed in was Kazan, and it was like 500 miles east of Moscow. And the favorite part of the trip, I don't know. Like the air races were awesome. We spent a couple days at the air races. Like they raced Saturday and Sunday, so that was neat to be at. They run that deal very well. I think it's very cool how they kind of go about the procedures and stuff. It's a shame it's actually shutting down.
Really?
Yeah.
Red Bull Air Races period or just there?
Red Bull Air Race.
Oh, bummer.
They think someone's going to purchase it, which you hope so.
Where did they did they do that in Vegas here? Don't they do the Red Bull Air Races at
They do it at
Vegas?
Indy. They do it at Texas.
Okay. Oh, maybe it's Texas
but
I'm thinking
they
of.
cut those races out.
That's a
because
bummer.
It's over, yeah. So they only have like 2 or 3 races left. But I thought it was cool. Where they do it, it's almost like a street race, like an IndyCar, like through the city.
Yeah.
But it's like it's over the big body of water, like the big
Ooh.
river system that flows through Kazan. So that was neat. So like you can
Volga.
just be in the city and you can see it. Yeah.
The Volga River.
Yeah.
Volga.
Oh, you're looking up right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
It was in Tartarstan.
Yeah.
Did they have tartar sauce?
Yes.
Tartar sauce.
Tartar.
What did you eat there? What kind of food?
Like beef stroganoff was pretty good. That's like
Okay.
a main thing. So fun fact about Russia: horse is very big over there. To
Horse
eat.
meat?
Yep.
Did you try it?
I didn't try it. I wish I did. Our last day, we were at this pretty cool restaurant, and horse was there. Horse is on any menu that you go to.
Really?
At most menus at any restaurant.
What's the word for horse in Russian?
I don't know.
It just says horse though.
Yeah, they have
Pictures?
They have English menus as well. They're not savages. But no, I I had the same reaction. I'm like, oh, horse. But I'm like, yeah, it's just normal over there for those people. I mean, they raise them like they raise cattle here.
I don't know that many people, if you took like all mammals and you filleted it very nicely and seasoned it and cooked it, and it was a blind taste test, I'm not sure many people outside of like traditional beef would be able to pinpoint what. Yeah, good luck. Good luck reading
Loshad.
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 Yeah.
Duparuski.
Duparuski.
Did
I learned
Chase was with you? Did he try it?
No. I learned how to say thank you over there. That was the only word I learned.
Not dos vidania?
No. Spitbally?
Spitbally?
What is thank you over there?
Spicoli?
I know it's like, it starts with an S. It's like.
Hang on. How do you say thank you in Russian?
I can't remember.
No,
that's not it.
It must be like one of those like slang thank yous.
I don't know.
There's three ways. There's apparently 3 ways to say.
What if they taught you what you thought was thank
Russian.
you, and it was actually
like
fuck you?
Yeah. That'd be great. Actually, no, that'd been terrible. But no, it was great, man. Walked around. I got some gifts.
Oh,
got some
what
gifts
kind
for my
of
sisters.
fare did you pick up?
Oh,
you can't tell. Have you given them the gifts yet?
No, but they don't listen to this show, so
it's fine. They hate us.
So come here for Christmas, birthdays, and
I got them like a couple like purses and stuff. They were like legitimate, like old school looking,
like hammer and sickle on them.
Cool.
What's that?
No, they have like
or
a
the
hammer
Russian.
and sickle on them.
What are the little dolls that are
the Russian dolls?
The ones
like the nesting dolls.
Nesting dolls.
Nesting dolls. No, I didn't have enough room in my bag for one.
Dang.
So I was like, and I don't check bags when I go over there. I don't want to leave my bag. So, I got him that, and I got him some other stuff. I got a coffee mug. My grandmother collects old spoons.
Oh.
So I got her a spoon, mini spoon.
Metal or wooden?
Metal. Okay. And it's gold, but it's not gold. It's just gold coated. But I got a cool coffee mug. So what's that called? It's like scrimshaw, or it's like a white coffee mug, and it's like it looks like someone drew on it with blue ink pen. I don't know. It looks cool, and it has like the outline of the city. Went to the Kremlin. The Kremlin's very cool over there.
Really?
They actually flew. The races were right in front of the Kremlin.
Okay.
So they have like it's a big like walled off area that's been there for a long time, and they have like a mosque there. They have a cathedral.
What was the most surprising thing about the trip?
Well, we stayed in Istanbul for a night.
Oh yeah, how was
Turkey.
that? Did you go to the bazaars, the markets?
No, we didn't go to the Grand Bazaar.
Did you have Turkish coffee?
I didn't want to go there. Yes, I did. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I was a fan. No, we walked around like the main street, saw the main mosque. Like this main street is packed. I mean, it's like New York. I mean, there's people walking all over the place. There's all these shops. Well, it wasn't the Grand Bazaar. But we went to, they have a metal bar there. They play rock and roll music.
Really?
Like Metallica,
heavy metal.
Led Zeppelin. Okay. Like these guys were
nice.
going at it, and we stayed there for the longest. It was great. It was super cool. They were very friendly too. We got talking to them afterwards.
So were they playing metal music, or was somebody in there like a live band?
It was live bands.
Really?
Yeah, we watched 2 bands go through there. Yeah, one guy.
That's cool.
One band was like strictly Metallica and Led Zeppelin. I was like, that's awesome. And we got talking to them afterwards. And
that's
they were super nice people.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's funny though. It's like, all the way over there. It's like music is pretty universal.
I have a theory, and this might be way out in like left field, that like people are people, regardless of where.
That's a great theory.
It's so deep, really.
It's really deep.
But like, we always have this like, oh, it's the Russians. The Russians. It's like they're
people
just like us.
Well,
like they like the same things.
Yeah, I got funny looks when they're like, Russia? I'm like, well, yeah.
Well, when I went to Israel, why would you want to go to Israel?
Yeah.
But to be fair, when you go to like Idaho, you went to Idaho?
Yeah.
Like you probably get the same look.
Yeah, no, I mean, anywhere you go in the world, there's going to be good places and bad places. Just get areas, This thing is just realizing where the good and bad areas are.
Were there scary areas of Russia? Like,
not in Russia. I never felt sketched out in Russia one time. Istanbul was another story. But there was one time in Istanbul I was like, no bueno. But it was fine.
I feel like Istanbul, like in those old like James Bond type films, that was always like where East meets West.
Yeah.
And that's where all like the spies were like duking it out.
I mean, it is very much like.
Yeah. Well, it was,
the central
Roman
point
Empire.
Holy
Roman Empire capital.
I want to go to Turkey. It's on the list.
I mean, Istanbul is cool. I don't plan on going back there again, but it'd be neat to go to once.
I've been.
I just checked it off the list. I'd love to go to Moscow, though. I'd like to go see Moscow.
Where did you guys fly into in Russia?
So Kazan. There's an airport.
Oh, there
in
is an
Kazan.
airport
It's pretty
there.
small, but Turkish Airlines flies in there. Turkish
Oh,
Airlines,
okay.
by the way, amazing airline.
Yeah.
Amazing. We flew that, from Atlanta to Istanbul, Istanbul to Russia, and back. Awesome airline.
Okay.
One of the nicest planes I've ever been on.
Nice.
Yeah. And the stewardesses are,
Very nice.
I'd marry every one of them.
Oh,
They were incredible. And they did great.
were they Russian or were they Turkish?
I think they were more Turkish.
Oh, nice.
But they were great. Biggest thing over there is like just language barrier.
Sure.
I'm sure you run into that at
Idaho.
A lot of people spoke English in Israel.
Yeah,
A
like
lot
good
of-
English or like
Pretty good
Pretty good.
English. Yeah.
there were some places you go to where you had some, but
Some.
really every restaurant you go to, they would usually have like at least one person that could speak
Yeah.
pretty
I was
decent
also
English.
with a group that there were people in the group that spoke
Both.
both. So
Yeah.
Question. Chase Elliott's with you.
Yes.
Was there a language barrier there when dealing with a non-native speaker over here? Like,
he does
Chase
have a
with his
southern draw.
thick Southern accent talking
Yeah.
just like
Well, they just
trying to
thought-
order food.
They just thought it was normal.
They're like this.
They couldn't understand me. They couldn't understand him. But
Okay.
they were like, this guy sounds weirder than this guy. But I still can't understand either of you.
Yeah.
So you just point at what you want.
Want this?
Yeah, I want
Give me
this one.
this.
Right here. But
Not
no,
the
it's-
horse, but this.
Yeah. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. I regret not eating horse, though. I do, because what else am I going to be over there and have a chance to eat horse meat?
That's true.
Well, I mean, just
know?
go to Taco Bell.
You know what? That's funny. Someone else said that to me, too, when I told him about horse meat. Man.
Yeah. Hey, just saying.
No, I don't eat Taco Bell anyway.
Yeah.
But actually, it's delicious. I like Taco Bell. But
Taco
anyway,
Bell.
what'd you guys do on the off week?
I stayed in town. I was
Yeah.
just around,
Yeah.
hanging.
I was watching soccer.
Oh, World
Soccer.
Cup.
Yeah.
How's the World Cup going? I haven't really been up to date.
It's going
They're
well.
still in it.
Still in it.
Yeah.
Tough game yesterday against
We won,
España.
though.
We did. 2 penalty kicks. Megan Rapinoe coming in clutch.
Well,
Yeah.
Spain had so many fouls on them, like 17.
Yeah, and I will say that the second penalty we had in the box to get Megan Rapinoe's second goal to put us ahead was a bit ticky-tacky. Like, it was not... Like, so the defender, the Spanish defender, came up, and she was going in, like, cleats high, like, studs up. And
That's no
Oh,
bueno.
not
that's
good,
no bueno.
but she, like, tapped Rose Lavelle's, I think it was Rose Lavelle's, calf. But it was the back of the calf, and like you didn't really see any like movement. She fell down, but I think she was already in the process of falling down. But as a fan of Team USA, I'm glad they went and reviewed it in the VAR, pointed to the spot, and we got the kick and the goal to put us ahead.
So now we play what, France?
We play France on
In
Friday.
France. I think that's going to be tough because
In
they're
France?
Well, that's where the World Cup is this year. They're playing
yes.
in
Yes.
Paris.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a match in Charlotte here during the weekend?
Yes. Mexico
Yeah.
played
Canada?
No, Canada played Cuba,
Oh, there you go.
and Mexico played Venezuela. No, hang on.
IDK maybe.
That'd be cool to go to. I would like to go to.
There were a lot of people that went.
Yeah,
Where'd they have it?
At Bank of
Bank
America.
It was packed. Like it looked
Wow.
packed.
They do a
during the
lot of
Mexico
soccer
game,
games
yeah.
there.
That's cool.
Oh, Martinica. Martinica?
Where is Martinica?
Or was that? Yeah.
Where is
Martinique.
that?
Martinique.
Where is that?
It's east of here.
Google
Maybe
auto-populated with Martinica
Yeah.
Would
instead
you
of Martinique.
look up where that is so
Where
I
Martinique is?
don't feel like an idiot if somebody says
Where's Martinique?
Martinique?
Oh. Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. It's in the Caribbean, I believe.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
Caribbean or Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Pirates of the
Caribbean.
Caribbean, though.
It's in the
But
southern
you say
Caribbean.
like a Caribbean cruise, or do you say Caribbean cruise?
right near
I think I see
St. Lucia.
Caribbean
It's
cruise.
right?
But it's
I go
Pirates
back
of
and
the
forth.
Caribbean.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say Caribbean.
That's
sometimes
crazy,
I say
dude.
Caribbean.
That's so nuts.
Where is it?
It's near St. Lucia, Barbados.
I had no idea. There's a lot of islands down
close
there.
to Trinidad and Tobago.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
realized it
not.
was
I
that
say
far
close.
south.
I say close. My grandmother's from Trinidad and Tobago.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
She was born down there.
That's
She was a British royal subject.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You've got royal lines.
Well,
I still need to do my
and not really a
ancestry.com
royal
thing.
line. She was just a subject, a
Oh.
royal subject
Oh.
because they are.
Yeah.
Although-
it was the
Her grandfather was the British royal governor, which isn't a royal thing. It's
Governor?
just a governor.
Right.
He's a governor down there in Trinidad.
that's kind of
Yeah.
cool. I wish I knew more family
How much
history
do you
like
trust Ancestry.com, though?
What with that?
Like,
With
how
that
much
kind of
would
stuff?
you trust
that. I just wanted to do it
Ancestry.com?
with for my DNA where you spit and they give you like
I ain't doing that.
I didn't know
I ain't doing that.
you don't want it in your I don't care.
I don't want clones.
At first, I was like, I don't want that. And then I was like, no, I want to know what percent of what maybe it's good. There's going to be a surprise.
Maybe it's just total
Maybe it's
BS.
bullshit.
I mean, they could be like, oh, you're this. Yeah, but man, the clone thing, that really makes sense. They're getting your DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, they can have your DNA.
They
probably took like a
Yeah.
a finger from you. Were probably all born with six fingers, and they take one when you're a kid.
Every time you go to the doctor, it's a giant conspiracy. When they take blood out, to test your blood, how many vials are they taking? Come on. How many vials of my blood do they have? Or if you've ever
donated blood, which I haven't.
You haven't donated blood?
No, because I'm slightly anemic. You can't donate blood if you're slightly anemic, which is low iron.
Oh, low iron.
So it like fluctuates. So I haven't been able to.
Oh. You haven't been able to donate.
I would if it didn't make me pass out.
I haven't donated in a little while. It's my blood. Mine.
Oh, what is that photo?
That's a photo of my great-grandfather in Trinidad.
That's so cool. Who's the guy in like the jester outfit with the mustache?
So he was a bicycle racist. No,
your grandfather?
What?
Careful.
He raced bicycles. I said that wrong.
A bicycle racer.
A racer.
You like to race the bicycles? You are a racist?
You are a racist?
Yes? You are a racist? Yes.
You're the racist of the bicycle.
Yes.
Do you not like Schwinn? I don't like them Schwinn bikes over there.
It's like I was doing the news the other day, and the person the copywriter had written motorcycle driver, and I went into the prompter. I was like, motorcyclist.
See, like it's a motorcyclist, and you call someone a cyclist.
Yeah. He's a racer, he's a racist. That is kind of a weird. Language is so interesting.
Yeah, like you go to Russia, like you're dealing with language barrier.
I'm a Russist.
I'm a Russist.
Russist.
No, like, he used to race bicycles.
Yeah.
In Trinidad.
That's cool.
So and like we've got the whole.
You have all those photos?
Yeah.
Dang.
That's pretty cool.
The best photo I have, and maybe I'll share.
I like the one where they were all sitting
on the internet. And there's also one of them like sitting on a dock.
This is dope.
In Trinidad.
You almost fell.
Almost fell. Yeah, that's them sitting on a dock in Trinidad with the string quartet playing.
Is Trinidad and Tobago like a relatively safe place, or is it like Jamaica where it's like you don't want to go outside your like compound?
Which one is
safe? Look at the men in like the suits with the white
Carl
pants.
von Albrecht.
Yeah.
Wait, that's your?
Yes, his name is Carl von Albrecht.
Whoa, man!
And then up here in the top corner, this is how you know it's a British colony at that point. No, that guy right there. No, he's German. Von. Yeah, he's from Germany.
What's that guy?
That's like a British officer.
Oh,
he's wearing he's wearing the pith hat with like he's got like a cockade or something and a white.
Nice.
Like this is turn of the century.
I love hearing people's like family history.
But it's like I like these old like racing costumes that they're wearing.
They look like jesters.
I like the guy below your.
Yeah. He looks like he should be at in a circus.
Well, it looks like he's wearing a crown, like a hat, but it's actually the crest that's on my great grandfather's jersey.
Okay.
It's like
what year was that taken? Do you know?
I'm probably going to say this was the late 1800s.
Oh.
Because he's young. My grandmother was born in like 1912. So it's either early 1900s, like 1905, or late
20th. Oh, 1900s. Okay.
Yeah, or late
early 20th
19th century.
Yeah,
like 1895-ish.
Gotcha.
That's awesome, man. That's pretty cool. You found that.
Yeah,
like
we've got boxes and boxes of that stuff.
That's amazing.
So that I trust Ancestry in that sense because I know a little bit about this stuff and I can piece it together.
I might
because it gives you leads.
Yeah, I might pee in one of their tubes and see.
Just like the funny thing is, and this sounds like an ad for Ancestry.com, is if you know like your grandfather's name, right?
Yeah.
You type that in and it cross-references that against old census records.
Yeah.
Right.
So it goes back there and then you look at the census record and then, okay, well, there's my great-grandfather and then there's my great-great and you can go back.
Yeah.
Because like census records back in like the 1800s, 19th century stuff, like those are free.
Yeah.
So it's fun.
I've gone back and found some stuff on my dad's side. It's harder from on my mom's side. I haven't had as much luck.
Interesting.
Not much luck. Yes.
Not much luck.
What if you go back and trace your lineage and like your great grandparents or grandfather was like a terrible person,
like Stalin?
You'd be like, shit.
Damn it!
I'm gonna delete history.
My stance on that is,
History is history.
Probably happened. I probably had a couple of assholes in my family tree.
Everybody probably has.
You just
got to
own it, you know.
Yeah, it's like that children's book.
Yeah.
Everybody poops. Everybody's had assholes in their family.
Just try not to be them. Try not to be the asshole.
Yeah.
For future generations of your family.
True.
That's right.
Golden life, right there.
That's right, boy. Just do it.
I do want to, at this point in the show, take a quick commercial break.
Yes. Okay.
And we're back.
The losers that we are.
Mad losers. We are losers. We didn't win.
We are consecutive losers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
We've been up for awards. We've been up for several awards. There was Synopsis earlier in this. Hashtag sports. We're up for it.
We're like the Leo DiCaprio of podcasts. Eventually, they'll just give it to us.
Who was the girl on the soap operas that was always
Sophia
Lucci?
Vergara.
What's her face?
Susan Lucci?
Was
it
that?
Susan Lucci?
She was on. She's been on.
Susan Lucci.
She's been on what's that called? Forever and Ever.
I think Snooki was on that.
Susan Lucci. Daytime.
All My
Children. Oh, how many times was she nominated?
Is that who it is? Was I correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, nominated for like a million years.
1978 was her first nomination for the Daytime Emmy Awards, and 1999 was when she won.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she went 21 years.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes that just more sweeter.
Yeah.
You know,
outstanding lead actress in a drama series.
Props to her for being on television for that long.
Yeah. I think she's still on television.
So
she's still alive, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I can't keep track of who's alive and who's dead.
25 years, we'll still have been nominated for hashtag sports and Synopsis, and we'll win then.
That's right.
Let's hope
we'll
so.
Win then.
We're gonna still be doing this podcast 25 years. I love it.
Just still talking about shit.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna change. Actually, we won't. Well, our producers and we'll probably have another main person on it that's going to be like
younger,
like a younger.
Oh, it's an alien,
like the Jeff Gordon to your Daryl Waltrip.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Oh, we forgot to talk about DW.
We can talk about it real quick.
Thanks, DW.
Thank you, DW.
Yeah.
For all
What's
you
his
do.
middle name?
D.
I just want to know his middle initials. We just call him DW.
Daryl.
Daryl Waltrip.
Daryl Waltrip.
That actually would be funny. Yeah. How many people do you think there are that have double, like their first name and their middle name's the same?
Major.
Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I kind of think that's awesome.
But no, it was nice to hear that boogity one more time and to have him call it home.
I'm about to find his middle name. Lee.
Daryl Lee Petty. That is a NASCAR driver name. That's a strong
Daryl
NASCAR
Lee
driver.
Waltrip.
Petty. Lee Petty. I was thinking Lee Petty. Sorry, this is what happens when I talk fast.
Daryl Lee Waltrip.
Lee is a very southern.
Yeah.
But that's still a strong NASCAR name.
It was cool.
Daryl Lee.
Have the I don't know. That Sunday was pretty neat. I mean, all the people that were cheering for him in the drivers' meeting, that was pretty cool. So, yeah,
pretty cool.
Thanks for all the years.
He'll still be around the racetrack.
Congrats, DW, on a
he'll still be around.
Great career.
So,
hell yeah! And thank you to the fans that voted for hashtag sports.
Next year, vote more.
Year, keep voting more. Tell your friends to vote more.
Do better.
We'll do better. And speaking of those fans, they tweeted at us.
They did.
Did you see the tweet that somebody sent last week that said that eagle screech at the beginning of the episode was really loud?
Maybe.
So one of the ads is for Daytona.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the ad read starts off with an eagle screech.
Like that?
Yeah. And I wanted to respond back, but I saw it a couple days later and didn't reply back. But I was like, hey, freedom doesn't care how loud it is.
That's true.
Freedom's going to be as loud as it wants
We had a
to
lot
be.
of people tweet us saying that the women's soccer team should actually be paid more than the men's.
They should.
Yeah.
They should. And then one guy said that
Should we pay more?
Yeah.
More.
There's a big debate going on right now about that, right? Because the women's soccer team, they don't really get paid
as much as the
anything,
men's.
right? I mean,
they get paid.
They get paid, and a lot of it's endorsements and
when they're doing a big Hulu ad push right now that is flat out we're doing this for money. Hulu has live sports, and every time they say it, more cash gets thrown at them. So they are trolling. Yeah. So.
Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. I mean, play this. It's the same as the WNBA.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Why? I mean, those people make nothing compared to
nothing compared
the NBA
to
people,
dudes.
and it's ridiculous.
But
it's you play the same sport.
Comes into revenue share, with the WNBA. The NBA is making more in ad sales.
Yeah.
Right.
TV deals. All of there's more money to share.
Right.
So they're getting paid more. With the WNBA, there is less money being shared.
True.
So I think they're getting paid percentage-wise. I don't know. I would think they would.
We have the Swarm. Do we
What?
have a WM? We don't have
We
a
used to. We
We
don't
used to.
anymore.
That's
Yeah.
it. We used to.
The Sting.
The Sting.
Gold-
Swarm. I was close.
Greensboro has the Swarm.
Buzz.
That's it.
Yeah.
Buzz, buzz, buzz.
Bazinga.
That's a men's though. Minor, lower league.
G League.
G League. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't know, but anyways,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to get into all that.
No,
stuff, but
that's when we get into the political side of this.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that.
I mean, it's not really political side of it. It's like I'd like to get paid as much as Lewis Hamilton does,
right.
but I don't.
Lewis Hamilton.
What a dreamy guy.
Really?
You don't like him? Let's get into this.
Uh,
You don't like Lewis Hamilton. What don't you like about him? What makes you hate him so
well, I
much?
don't hate him. I just think that F1 has some issues right now.
I agree. I mean, yeah.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Did you see that photo that was basically like a great representation of F1 right now? And it was like Lewis Hamilton just like on like a little scooter, and then
Everyone behind him.
Fiddle's like in the background, like trying to run after on foot. Anyway,
I did see that. I was taking last year or something like that. But yeah, F1 has a little bit of issues right now. F1 has big issues. But that's their deal. We have issues too.
Everybody's got issues.
Everybody got issues. I
think
start
he can
writing
be a
books
little
that
bitch.
saying everybody.
Everybody's got.
Everybody's
Yeah.
Everybody. It's like
Everybody-
it's based on everybody poops,
yeah.
but it's everybody.
Everybody fill in the blank.
Because you know what?
Everybody blacks out. Like that should be. I'm gonna write that book. Everybody
There's
blacks
your
out,
book.
and it'll be
There's
a
your
tale
book.
of just people blacking out in certain occasions.
Yeah.
Everybody
That would
blacks out and
actually
throws
be-
up in a dumpster.
Ooh,
Pretty funny. Because you
It's,
could have
it's
like
gonna have picture representation, everything. Penguin Publishing. Do you want to
get
the
on
only
board
publishing company I
with
know.
all this.
sign up.
Yeah, I think that'd be funny.
I mean, this goes full circle
Yeah.
though. People are people.
Yeah,
People.
but
Everybody's got issues. Everybody blacks out. Just saying.
I think that'd be a funny one, man.
I think I would
Anyways,
too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this Neil Bonnet documentary. I was reading that, and it's airing Wednesday.
No, Tuesday.
So it airs.
It has. All right.
Okay.
So by the time
This is
this
out.
has
It will have aired.
It
has
will
already
have
aired.
aired.
Yeah.
But by the time this segment of the podcast posts on NASCAR.com as a promo,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
it'll be today,
Okay.
which is Tuesday,
So watch it tonight.
6 p.m. Eastern on
Yeah.
FS1.
That's right.
Neil Bonnet.
Yeah, you went
It's going
there.
to be good. I
You
did.
went to film it.
I did, and I've been sitting in. I'm missing out on part of the final edit this morning.
Yeah.
We're taping this,
Oh,
but we
no.
got it. No, we got it pretty much.
Okay.
We're just waiting on audio.
What's the
this
highlight
morning.
of the show?
The highlight? I'd have to say the letter that he wrote to his
Ooh.
family, and mainly to his wife Susan. After Davey died,
Yeah.
he wrote a letter, and then he was in that wreck at Talladega, and added a PS, like a postscript to it.
Ooh.
And then told Jerry Punch, Dr. Jerry Punch,
I love
where
Dr. Punch.
that was. And it was in his safe in his garage, and his daughter went and opened it. And
On camera?
well, so they had opened it
prior.
right after he passed away.
Gotcha.
But when we went down there, she hadn't read it in 25 years. And
Did she cry?
she read it for the first time on camera. And
Wow.
there were a couple of like that.
Did you cry?
Yeah. I mean, that's not an easy.
I'm not
like
judging.
you're dealing
I think
with
that's great.
someone's
Everybody has emotions.
someone's husband, someone's father that passed away, and like that's a tough interview to do. But they were gracious hosts, like welcomed us into their home, much like Neil did during his show Winners, which that's the funniest stuff about like his show Winners, and then his relationship with Dale Sr. was.
Oh, so we go through all the emotions in this show?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's-
the highs and the lows.
It's kind of an emotional,
roller coaster.
yeah, because we didn't focus as much on the racing.
Oh,
Mainly,
which I think
like,
is good.
like it's kind of like, all right,
You
here's
know what
the
he
deal.
did.
Neil Bonnet won NASCAR races.
Yeah. But
He was
here he
good.
was as a person.
Yeah, so
That's good. I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
This evening.
there's a lot of footage that has not been seen in
Yeah.
a while.
Mm.
In a while,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
so
That's good. I got to know a couple of his grandkids when I was driving for the Wood Brothers. They're good kids.
they mentioned that
And,
when we were down there. That
Yeah.
yeah.
They gave me some stuff
Oh.
of his. Well, not of his, but like a couple, some science stuff that he had.
That's neat.
Is it Justin?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
he's still racing.
Yep.
And
Yeah, a little bit.
running one of Neil's paint schemes. Like that's
Yeah.
his.
What series does he race in?
I think it's like
It's like a local
yeah, like
Oh,
local series.
Is it in the home tracks?
Yeah.
There's so many in the home tracks.
Yeah.
But no, they've come out to Talladega like the last handful of years.
Good
It's
people.
good to see them. So, yeah, that's the only hat I have in a Ziploc bag.
Oh.
It's a Neil Bonnet signed Sitco hat.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you keep it?
Up in my closet to where
You're safe, so
nothing's
nobody
gonna
can find it and get it.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice. But
Tune in tonight.
yeah, tune in tonight.
Boom. That's a nice little section that we can clip out right there. It's
Perfect.
yeah, because we had some nice pauses.
What is this? Millennials are using nudes to secure loans. I saw
In
the headline.
China.
I didn't click on it though. I know it's in China.
So they're applying for a bank loan, the Human Torch,
Yes.
and they're just sending nudes to try to get bank loans.
Send nudes.
It's basically they're using the nudes as collateral against the loan.
Like you would
So
like
it's-
your house.
You ever heard of like predatory lending?
That's it. So they like
So, like,
basically
this is taking
so you can
predatory lending
blackmail
to-
you. They can blackmail you. Well, I guess if you don't care if people see your nudes, you're like, use this as collateral, and then if I don't pay it, show those people.
Yeah. So I mean, it's basically here's the
It's so
demand, like
weird.
they put their like driver's license ID card up here, and there's the nude, and
That's interesting. I mean,
but like the Chinese economy is like doing really well, so folks are trying to get money, and you've got these kind of back alley lenders.
I want to be in the meeting, the original meeting. Whose idea? Like, how did this idea come to fruition? Where there was a bunch of guys likely sitting around saying, let's offer the opportunity for people to give us nudes as collateral. And everybody around the table was like,
Yes, this seems like a good, wholesome idea.
I will say it brings a whole new meaning to Spank Bank.
well,
high five.
Hey,
that was that.
deserves
That
a high
was
five on
that
that one.
was that was good.
That's pretty good.
I
That
wish
might
we
be-
had the rim shot.
But
that was good, man.
Come on down to the Spank Bank.
How long did it take you to think of that? Well,
it was
instant.
instant.
It's
I
amazing.
just thought of it.
Come on down to the Spank.
Once I was talking about the round
Kim.
circle of dudes, I was like, what is, okay, yeah.
We're gonna come up with this new round circle of dudes. Well, that's what they're
Bunch
doing.
of jerks.
Just
Jerking
off
off.
out there.
Sorry.
You just kept going.
Yep,
It's just a
yep.
snowball.
Yep.
Jeez.
Apparently, they are trying to crack down on this, though, vowing to introduce some regulations to prevent this from happening.
Yeah.
Because it's not really like
No, it's
Also,
not
is it-
ethical. Good.
The only photos we saw were of women. Is this also an opportunity for men to share their nudes as collateral?
I bet.
According to
bet.
this, in 2016, a total of 10 gigabytes of nudes from 161 young women,
Where are the
all
men?
holding their photo IDs, were leaked online by microlenders.
That
Most of
doesn't-
the victims were between 19 and 23.
Oh, so
Typically-
people did. There was a breach of security.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
needed like one guy in there just to equal it out.
Yeah.
Just needed the guys needed to jump in on the bank load.
That's what I'm
nudes.
saying. It was probably dudes deciding
Yeah,
this, and they
yeah.
didn't want to see junk. They're like, we can't approve you for this loan because we
And-
don't want to see your junk.
They just denied him right away. Just
These are
denied.
apparently also unlicensed microlenders. So it's
that makes
basically
sense, then.
bookies and
Loan sharks.
loan sharks. So
Yeah. Well then, okay. That
This is making a lot more
makes
sense.
then. It's
We're
just-
not going to see J.P. Morgan Chase all of a sudden be like,
ladies, send nudes.
send your nudes.
Do you want to get 0% APR cash back?
Would you send nudes for a better interest rate?
Equal opportunity nude. Damn it! Hang on, I can't say it. Equal opportunity nude lender. So, dudes, Richard pictures. Ladies, send your upstairs
Your kitties?
mix-ups. Yeah.
Or
Send your
is it
kitties.
upstairs or downstairs nudes?
Like for
Or you
guys,
get a
if
better
it's an
rate if
upstairs
it's-
nude, like that's
that
just a
doesn't even
shirtless pic.
matter.
So that
Bathing
yeah,
suit.
Yeah.
Free the nipple.
Yeah. Guys been freeing the nipple for years.
They have.
That is correct. Old Chris Farley's been freeing them nipples for a while.
Oh man, that's such a great movie.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird. I saw that and I was like, well, you know.
It was. That's just. It's not cool. But
What about this?
which
Bigfoot
one?
Files.
A cachet.
Is it legit?
I like
or
to use the
not?
word
It's-
cachet.
So it's the FBI
Yeah.
is basically saying here are all of our files on Bigfoot.
Everybody
which-
can look at them now?
Yeah. Like, hey, we're not really keeping the. If you've kind of noticed in the past couple of weeks,
The government's just
the
like,
government's
here.
like, hey, Here's our stuff on UFOs.
Yeah, I was just about to say the UFO stuff came out.
Here's our stuff on Bigfoot.
Something else is brewing that they're trying to distract us from. An alien invasion.
I don't think it's going to be an invasion, but, I think that maybe they're trying to say, hey, this is about to happen, and you're going to realize that aliens are real, Bigfoot's real, all this stuff's real.
It's like the book Armada. Did you read Armada? It's the same author as Ready Player One.
Oh.
But it's basically the premise is that the government essentially created science fiction as like a cultural thing to prepare people for the inevitable invasion of other life forms.
I was listening to an interview with Dan Aykroyd earlier, who, great actor, great comedian,
Ghostbusters
believes in all of this stuff.
Well, if you were in Ghostbusters,
yeah, and like he believes the Men in Black are like it's a real that's basically folklore. The movies are based on
that's basically
reality,
what Armada is about,
and that we're basically trying to say, hey,
we're trying to normalize it.
Well, whatever's going to happen, I don't think we can do much about it.
No, we pretty much.
I just hope that the aliens are friendly.
No, we.
You think they're mean?
No. I mean, I think so. According to like some of these things, there's like several different species, like Bigfoot. Could be an alien.
Just like there's good people and
it's like
bad
the
people.
grays and the blues.
It's like some of them might be like tourists that are just coming by to see Earth.
People, that's like the zoo theory.
Yeah. But then there's probably like, benevolent overlords and then not so benevolent overlords that want
Rick
to
and
come
Morty.
Rick
and Morty is a very accurate.
Yeah. That's a great show.
Season 4 comes out, I believe, in August, or maybe it's in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Excited for season 4.
That's going to be the great test of the human race is
how do we react?
Do we react collectively or do we war against each other against the aliens? Like, no, you take America. They suck.
I think it's going to
leave us alone.
I think it's going to end badly.
Like we're going to have like an Independence Day moment where this is our Independence Day.
I love it when they put the titles of the movie in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to. Isn't that that's a thing though that you have to. I read that a long time ago. I don't know if it's true that you have to at some point in the movie say the movie's name.
I don't think you have to. I think it'd be great if you didn't.
I think it'd be great if you didn't, but a lot of movies they end up saying.
Well, the movie The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, I don't think anyone said that in the movie.
It will be this day.
I'm just saying it was an urban legend that you had to say it.
I think it's urban legend.
I think it's urban legend.
I mean, I feel like I hear it in movies.
Yeah.
Rarely. I feel like I don't hear it in movies more than I hear it.
I heard it I was watching Catch 22 on Hulu, and the guy was like, that's a real catch, that Catch 22. I was like, really?
Like, you lazy writing MFers.
I mean, I think that phrase was coined by the author of the book.
Catch 22.
Catch 22.
It's been so long since I've read that.
Yeah. But it's just like the way it was said in the show was like, really, like we could have found a better way to, like, don't look at the camera when you say that's a real catch. That Catch 22.
Hey.
I think it's sometimes funny when they look, if it's the right movie and they look at the camera and like break all the
the fourth wall.
Deadpool movies. When he looks at the camera and he's like that.
He does that so well.
Yeah.
Well, when you break the fourth wall, I'm all for it.
I am too. Yeah. Like Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
That's great.
It has to be subtle. Like it can't be blatant the entire time.
Like you, Terry. You.
Who's Terry?
I don't know. It's just a name. It's a name, and
I didn't know if you had some enemies you were trying to.
No, I'm putting our producer to work by making him write down a couple of
one poor guy.
We're making Stricker do it today.
Making sure he's paying attention.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of coworkers.
Yes, you had a bone to pick.
A car worker.
Oh yes.
Jonathan Merriman.
Long hair, flowing like Goldilocks.
Long hair, flowing.
Locks. Just call him Locks instead of Jonathan.
Locks. He was doing an interview with me after the race at the bullpen, and we ran third, and he was like completely shitting on me.
Really?
Like surprised I ran third. He was like, people don't really think of you as a road racer, and it hasn't really shown in your road racing history.
That's not true. You won the last road race. Well, the last semi-road course.
And
road
course. And it was like completely shitting on me. And I think I looked at him, I was like, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You really should have just been like, you know what, Jonathan?
I shouldn't have even done the interview.
Yeah. It's like, interview done.
I hope you win all the rest of the road courses.
Yeah.
Watkins Glen, Roval.
He was like, you haven't really been very good on road courses and haven't really been a strong suit of yours, but are you surprised at the run you had today? Are you surprised that you ran worth a shit?
Did he say worth a shit?
No.
Okay.
I wish he had.
He pretty much should have.
That would have made it. Would that have made it a little bit better?
I kind of wish we could just go
if he'd have been like, man,
natural with the interviews.
Yeah.
Is this a good day? I mean, you finally ran worth a shit today. Like, how's that feel?
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
And then all the announcers just spoke at like that Bob Menery on Instagram. If all the announcers were like him, I thought that'd be amazing.
If it would be like what midnight? What's the theater where they watch the
Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Yeah. But that with like racing, and you're like, man, he took that corner shitty.
Next time you guys do the all drivers broadcast, I mean, obviously don't cuss on broadcast. Like, don't say.
I mean, Bubba kind of did it.
Yeah.
Where when they threw it down to Bubba.
It's like, I don't know.
He was like, I don't know.
I was paying attention over here. This happened over there. I don't know what to do.
I'll be honest, guys. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at this dime piece in the stands.
Yeah. Like, be honest about it. You know, obviously on broadcast TV, you can't say.
No, you can't say anything bad.
Certain cuss words.
Well, no, you'd never say that unless it's like on Showtime.
Yeah.
Skinamax.
You should be able to.
You should be able to.
I think we'll get to a point in society where all cuss words are acceptable. Because think of the transition we've made.
I don't know.
You used to not be able to say ass and damn on TV and bitch, and now you can.
And you can say shit.
You can say shit.
You
really can only not say the F word or the C word.
On broadcast TV, like over-the-air TV.
Even on broadcast, I think you can say damn now.
Yeah.
I think it's very frowned upon.
Yeah. There's a list.
Yeah.
Depends.
I
Are
think
you talking
damn
about
is
the
fine
Hoover
as long
Dam?
as you don't say G damn.
Well, yeah. The Hoover Dam.
G Dam.
This is the dam tour.
H Dam.
GD
Is this
dam.
where can I buy some damn bait?
Over in
I don't know.
the Uralava River.
I do think that we'll get to
Over
a
in
point
Rapala?
where it won't matter.
It's when our alien masters take over. They'll be like, there's a whole new set of words that you can't say these. Like floor clap.
There really aren't. There really haven't been new cuss words. Like cuss words aren't.
Yeah, I think the most.
They tapered off at some point in history.
Like honestly, I think it's the most recent cuss word that
Really?
that's the big
and
kerfuffle.
It doesn't have the same. I mean, it's generally unacceptable to just throw it out in casual conversation, but it's a lot more acceptable than it used to be.
I do think it's more acceptable than it used to be. But
Now, Chicago's coming up.
Yeah.
Chicago.
This weekend, actually.
This weekend.
Yeah.
You going to be doing any fun stuff up there?
Yeah, so I actually have to go up there early. I actually have to do a appearance for our friends at Pocono. You having fun tying hair to the thing? Someone's going to come over and find that and be like, ew.
Yeah, there's hair tie.
Everybody's got hair.
Everybody got hair. Some people. Most people have hair.
If you have alopecia.
You have to have severe alopecia to have no body hair whatsoever.
Fair.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I have to go do an appearance for our friends at Pocono.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what are you doing?
Tomorrow, I don't know, some in-market driver appearance that they do. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I like to be surprised. So I'm not sure. So I'm doing that, and then I fly to Chicago tomorrow night. And
so you're doing the appearance for Pocono in Pocono.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And then we fly to Chicago, and then I'm throwing out the first pitch to the Cubs game on Thursday.
Yeah. How'd you get that gig?
Body Armor. Body Armor is, they have Anthony Rizzo, first baseman for the Cubs. I think I will be. Not because I'm afraid of throwing a baseball. I throw baseballs all the time. I'm very not bad at it, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of pressure. People watching you, cheering. Don't want to pull a 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
Just get it. Just get it to the plate, man.
Or if you miss, hit the mascot.
Yeah. Or do something. Or just maybe I'll just aim right at the mascot.
Or just bowl it down there.
Just bowl it down there? Yeah. I don't know.
On the strike line.
I mean,
maybe I'll try to throw like a 70 mile an hour like fastball.
I do think they give you the opportunity to like warm up.
I'm gonna need to warm up.
Yeah, like get that arm loose.
Get that thing loose, man.
No judgment because not many people get to do that.
Yeah, I'm excited. They wanted me to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and I refused.
I'd rather throw the first pitch and totally muffle that than
"Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
Although, can you give me a song sheet? Like in that moment, like I know the words.
I know
but
like the first
I'm gonna forget
2 words.
Yeah. You don't know the whole. It's pretty simple.
Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever come.
If I'm singing it with a
groove, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3, structure out at the old ball game.
Yeah, I mean, but like
if
I had to lead it.
This is not trademarked.
Yeah.
If I had to lead it.
Yeah.
There might be some mumbling.
Really?
I mean,
you just
Harry Carey set a high standard there
time.
at Chicago.
Watermelon.
What's that?
Harry Carey set a high standard there.
Oh, you should wear some Harry Carey glasses when you pitch.
Hey,
Has
Norm,
anybody done that?
If you were starving and you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself? I know I would.
What are you gonna wear?
I have no idea.
Oh, they'll probably give you a jersey.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm not like a Cubs fan, but
You probably just made some mortal enemy.
Yes, but I mean, I don't really like. I don't hate anybody. I mean, I like watching good baseball games. I mean, I'm a Cleveland Indians guy just because I'm from Ohio.
Because you love Major League.
Pretty much that. Yeah.
You got a Cubs fan in Justin Burrows.
Okay.
Got a Cubs fan in our
And
other
Matt
producer.
Stricker.
Okay.
They're Cubs fans. A couple other guys.
Yeah.
Big Cubby guys.
Oh, I mean,
Kurt Busch, big Cubs guy.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to Wrigley before, and it's a really cool stadium. I'm excited to go back.
Yeah.
You doing anything else at the track this weekend? You running a special?
Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, so Body Armor's on the car this weekend, and we did a special promotion. A few weeks ago, people could sign up, and Body Armor's giving us the deck lid, and you could nominate a family member who has been affected by Alzheimer's, and
Which I think it's Alzheimer's Awareness Month, isn't it?
It is, and so yeah, the Alzheimer's Association helped us out a little bit with that, and then the people who donated and send a name in, we're gonna cut up the deck lid, and they're gonna get that little piece.
Get that piece?
Of the car.
That's neat.
With that family member's name on it.
That's really cool.
I got a text from our glass hole friend Zach, who was in Talladega, belt buckle guy.
Yeah.
Sweater guy, right?
Sweater guy. Who's at Duke.
Yeah.
Right now, he's working in a lab where they are working on Alzheimer's research, and he said when he heard that y'all were doing that, his grandfather's name is going to be on the deck.
Oh, that's cool.
So
wow.
I wanted to pass that along to you.
Yeah, well, that's very neat.
But he said that they're doing some potential treatments and
you're
stuff.
on a
for
text basis with this guy.
Yeah, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. So they're working on some good stuff there too.
That's good.
Glass hole's doing good work.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm excited for.
Keep up the good work, Zach.
Excited for it.
Yeah. All right. Well,
should be good.
What's the color? Is it purple? Alzheimer's awareness?
Yes.
Is your car purple?
No. It's just. I'm not sure if the deck lid's going to be purple.
There will be like purple script probably or something.
Though it'd be purple script probably.
Okay.
I haven't seen the rendering of it, but no, it's the Body Armor car. But
gotcha. Just the deck lid day.
Oh, I think I have
purple fire suit.
Alzheimer's Association gloves that I think we're giving away too after the race. So, or maybe I keep them. I might just keep them because that's a special thing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll auction them off or something. But
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully I don't mess up the pitch.
Hopefully there's no giant Tropicana oranges rolling around in Chicago.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Chicago's always fun.
Chicago. The surface is pretty worn, right?
It should be a great race.
Should be good.
Yeah. It should be one of the best races I think we've had.
Really?
I think it'd be great. Yeah.
Nice.
Just as far as being able to move around the racetrack, which would be great. If any fans are in the Chicago area, let me know of a good place to go for food in Chicago.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Oh,
there.
I'm going
there for like a couple
somewhere
days,
on Wednesday.
Get some pizza from that one place that does pizza. Then there's that other
one
place
place?
that does Italian beef.
Al's Italian beef. I do remember that one.
Al's Italian beef.
Al's?
Yeah, it's like the hot dipped beef, whatever.
French
I think they
ajus.
do,
It's not the au. I mean, it is an au jus, but it's more like it's Chicago. So it's just beef
There's
sauce.
fireworks at Navy Pier on Wednesday night. You can go to that.
Wednesday night. Oh, I get in Wednesday night. Ooh. Maybe I'll be flying through the fireworks.
Yes.
Landing there. America.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
Rate and review on iTunes. Subscribe on YouTube. And on Facebook. Like us.
Like us a lot.